That's crazy. Touring with the Allmans when you were that young has got to be insane. Is that just, or you just...
It was pretty wild. I mean, I was 19 when I got the call, and I think I just turned 20 when I did the first gigs with him, and it was just hit the ground running.
Anything you saw too young? Or you're like...
Actually, by the time I got there, they were all like just reformed and toy poodles and watching like Matlock in the back of the bus or whatever
crazy.
It was. It was pretty mellow for the most part.
Hilarious.
Probably
It's going to be a party. They're like, dude, we gotta watch some Law and Order.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny because when I met Susan, she had Double Trouble, Stevie Ray Vaughan's old band, as her backup band.
Damn.
And so it was the Allman Brothers and Susan and her band, and they knew Greg from the early like hardcore partying days, and so they would not let Susan come on the bus with like I was on Greg's bus, and they were just like, you're not going over there.
Smart.
So I had to like court her band to
Yeah.
like hang out with Sue, but I appreciated that they were protective of her and they weren't going to let her go
God.
even though it was a boring ass bus we were on at that point.
Yeah.
Not a drop of alcohol.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were I thought that was very sweet.
Hey, for a white Russian, almond milk. Huh? Like almond with this booze? Just say it. Okay, put it
whiskey in a white
the back
Russian?
burner.
No.
Oh, you're
vodka.
right. It's vodka. I thought it was whiskey. Shit.
Nah.
My bad.
Swamp water.
There you go.
That's actually probably good on my ulcer right now. White Russian.
Oh, there you go.
I want to game the system.
Coat it. Or
Code it.
Pepto. We can make a Pepto cocktail.
Dickie Betts.
Well, maybe we should cut it back a little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
But damn, you should hang with the Allmans. Are you just like... Are you just picking their brain at all times? Like, what are you trying to get out of them when you're that young?
I mean, that was the first music I listened to, so it was they were heroes, and I mean, my uncle was in the band. I didn't see him a lot as a kid. I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida. My dad was a roofer. My mom worked at the elementary school, and so I heard stories about that stuff, but I wasn't around it. But yeah, they were kind of mythological creatures to me.
Oh yeah.
So when I finally met him, and I flew out 13, 14 and played in Greg's solo band for a while.
Jeez.
That was pretty wild.
Insane.
But
And your friends at school don't understand
no,
how
they
cool
could
this
care
is.
less, man. They thought that was the lamest shit you could do. Like, I really had to keep
You
it
gotta listen to
quiet.
real music like Ace of Base.
Right.
100%. That's what was going on.
Ah,
Yeah.
Janet Jackson.
I mean, there
Get
was.
outta here.
I think it was middle school, maybe sixth grade. Entertainment Tonight did this piece on me, and they followed me around school. And that's back when it was like big cameras and shit, and they're hiding in different spots. And everyone's like, "Why are they following this nerd? Like, why are they like?" Other than 2 or 3 of my closest friends had no idea that I played.
But your
music.
boys got it. Your close
I mean,
friends.
yeah, but they kind of got it, but they didn't listen to real music at that point.
Well,
either.
you're so advanced at that age, like your skill level that you're...
And no one's really listening to music at that age,
Sure.
like music. Some people are, but
It's like boy bands, maybe.
but then they come around, high school, college, then it becomes a thing.
Wow. Look how little.
Wow.
That's crazy.
How old are you here, do you think?
What is that, 91, 11, 12?
That is crazy, dude.
That's
Holy
wild.
cow. What is that? Buzzy Meekin's on bass. That's some Florida stuff.
This is insane, dude.
Wow. You
Greg
got,
Morril.
look at these haircuts. I
Yeah,
love
he had
it.
the best hair.
That's a beautiful mop.
This is great audio on this one.
Yeah.
So that footage is from this club in South Florida called Tropics International, right on the Strip next to the Clevelander. And that's the first time I met the Allman Brothers was there. Greg and my uncle came out, set in.
Whoa.
And I remember there was a picture of all of us on that stage and there were liquor bottles in front of the stage because the stage was on top of the bar. In my grandparents' house, super Southern Baptist, they had like piece of construction paper over the liquor bottles. That's pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
Will Lee from Letterman's band,
Look at that. Damn.
This is so cool.
rocking the shorts still, long shorts.
Hell yeah. That was a hypercolor shirt. Those were big in the 90s.
That was a knockoff hypercolor shirt. I
Ultracolor.
didn't get those yet.
Yeah.
And what are your parents saying when they see this?
Well, see, my dad and mom were huge music fans.
All right.
They Elliot Easton from the Cars, is that right?
Wow.
Damn.
I remember that was at what was it? It's a big music store, Thoroughbred Music down in Tampa, and they would throw a festival every year.
Okay.
And it was Letterman's band, Anton Fig and Will Lee.
Jesus.
I forget who that was, but yeah, those weird memories. I haven't seen that in a bit.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, my parents. grew up. My dad went AWOL from military school to see the Fillmore Allman Brothers shows. Like that stuff was like that was his stuff. He saw Hendrix a few times. As kids, he would take us to the Jacksonville Jazz Festival to see Miles, to see Ray Charles, to see. So music was important. He just didn't play it. I mean, and so.
Yeah.
But at what age do you see that you have this ability?
So I got a guitar at a garage sale at like I think 9 years old, and my dad played a little bit, like enough to like woo my mom, play like bread songs or whatever.
Sure.
And so he figured out quick that I had taken to it, and he knew a guy that played with my uncle, a guy named Jim Graves, and he gave me a few lessons and asked me to come sit in at the local blues club, like it's like an open mic thing. So I started playing with him and then another local blues band, Ace Moreland and the West Side Story. And then we went to Toronto in 89 or 90. Mm-hmm. And then it was just kind of off to the races at that point.
God.
But Ace was incredible. He was a left-handed guitar player. I think he was full-blooded Cherokee. He was incredible, like very few Native American blues artists. There's like Jesse Ed Davis, but Ace Moreland was one of these guys. And that dude could sing. He played slide. He'd play slide with a microphone stand. Like he had all the drip and swagger. But he died way too young. But yeah, Ace was quite something. Cancer got him. He lived in Oklahoma, but he was down in Jacksonville for a while. There was this weird pipeline between Tulsa and Florida, but Tulsa had Leon Russell, had like the old Derek and the Dominoes, that Clapton band.
Oh yeah,
Mad Dogs and Englishmen, that Joe Cocker band. There were all these Tulsa musicians. It was this amazing scene there. So he was kind of on the edge of that scene.
There's that famous rock club in Tulsa. You know the one?
Kane's Ballroom.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. I've been there, and it's like
it's so badass.
They brag about that. This is where the Sex Pistols punched a hole in the wall. That's really? Fucking awesome. Yeah.
So,
it's one of the coolest rooms.
That Fillmore East photo you just had up. You got to go back to that thing.
Yeah.
So that was taken for the Fillmore East show here, of course, in New York City. But the picture was taken in Macon, Georgia, downtown. Because when we were at Greg's funeral, we were in the car with Dickie Betts there, and we drove by that wall, and he's pointing out to his son. That's where we took the photo. But Jim Marshall took that photo, the great photographer.
Do you know the story behind it?
Oh yeah,
please tell.
My uncle, who's on the right there, with one leg out, grinning. He said Jim Marshall just treated him like just hick assholes. So the band's pissed. They're just like, we're can kill this guy. like it's not going well. And so Dwayne tells somebody to like go get my buddy and like go score a bag. Yeah. And he comes back with a big old bag of drugs and flings it at Dwayne, and he grabs it and he's holding it between his legs there. And the band's just finally they like laugh like finally. It's like the one shot that was shit. Like the band finally scored.
Well, you're the good side of drugs, guys.
That's right.
People happy.
He's like, tell a good story.
That's amazing.